Welcome to the Tie-Dyed Therapist. I'm your host, Richard Killian. Recently, I gave a deck of my wisdom cards to a colleague of mine by the name of Megan. Megan went on holiday over the past weekend, and instead of packing the entire deck of cards, she simply took photos of the 4 cards she wanted to focus on. Then when she had some spare time, she jotted down some insights as journal entries for herself. I thought this was such a clever idea. It demonstrates that the cards do serve multiple functions, and in today's video, I'd like to replicate her idea with you. If you want, please grab some paper and a pen or set up your laptop. Now would be a good time to pause. Also, as we go through the exercise, you may want to pause the video at those times as well. In today's video, we're going to use the 4 cards that Megan used. She took a card from each of the card suits: therapeutic, spiritual, holistic, common sense, and questions. I'm going to make a slight alteration in the exercise. Even if you do own a deck and the accompanying booklet, I'm going to encourage you to come up with your own interpretation of what each of these cards mean to you. That way it will become more personal. The first card is from the therapeutic suit, and that card is small steps equals big changes. I'm going to ask you 4 questions as a journaling exercise that you can either do now and pause, or you can do it at another point. The first question, obviously, is, what does this card mean to you? The second question is, can you remember a time when you took small steps and ended up with a big change? The third question is, what was that big change? And finally, is there an area in your life now where this strategy of small steps equals big changes could be useful for you? Please take a moment and think about some of your answers at this point. The second card is from the spiritual holistic suit, and the card is entitled, My Tears Are Valuable. How do you personally relate to this card? More importantly, how are your tears valuable? Do you release stress and tension through crying? If you do you find it helpful? And finally, if you don't, do you wish that you could find it helpful? By the way, there's no right or wrong to whether your tears are valuable or not, but it is something for you to consider. The third card is from the common sense suit, and that card is called Own It. And my first question for you is, what does it mean to own something? Question 2, is there an area of your life that you would like more ownership of? Question 3, how would it change things for you if you owned more of something in your life? The fourth and last card, which comes from the question suit, is, do I have enough data? What does it mean? What does that card mean to you? Do I have enough data? Question 2 is there an area that you wish you had more information about, or rather more data on? Question 3, how would you get that information? And more importantly, how would you use it? Please take a moment and spend some time thinking about these questions again. Write down what your first gut response is, and as we've completed the journaling, definitely take some time to reflect upon what insights you may have gained, or what you already knew that became reinforced by doing the exercise. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.